finding relevant posts to become involved with. So now that we're at the point of being more active on the forum, it's important that we focus our time and energies towards the parts of the forum that are going to contain people that are going to be more a match for what we're trying to promote. So let's take it back again to the example of the dog forum. And let's say that the product that I'm promoting has to do with it's a book about dog training. It covers things like getting your dog to stop barking in the middle of the night and biting and whatnot. So what we can do is we can actually search this forum. Of course, you can go through and look at recent posts. One thing that I like to do is I will go, if there's an option to look at new posts, it can show you the most recent conversations, because chances are if somebody just talked about it, they might even be on the forum right now, and you can get more of a live banter going back and forth. But another thing you can do is you can go to the search option, and what I like to do is use the advanced search, because it'll give you more parameters to search for. Now, of course, not all forums are like this, but quite a few have these types of things. I'm going to go ahead and let's say that I want to find specific conversations on barking. So I'll put that in there. Now, of course, you can just search for titles that have that, or posts. And then you can also specify a few other parameters here, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. And search, let's see what we come up with. Okay, so there you go. You can see that there's been a lot of activity, even just today, where people are mentioning barking in a thread. Especially this here jumps out, doggy barking. So this person here wrote, I have a 1-year-old dog that won't stop barking. Bark a lot at night when she has the door open and closed, blah blah blah. So there you go. This has been a perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and respond. So again, what you want to do is you want to take the time to be searching the forums for threads that are more of a match for you, because what's going to happen then, of course, is I'm going to help this person, and not only this person, but whenever other people are coming through the forum and they see a thread on doggy barking, they're going to say, oh, you know what, I have the same problem, and then they'll see my solution, and the exposure will continue. One of the nice things is once you got a lot of threads in here, people they go back and they see old threads, and it's more and more exposure for your product, more and more of establishing you as an expert. So again, to summarize, the search function is your friend. Be sure to remember that. Keep an eye out for sticky threads. Oh, I didn't actually mention this. Oftentimes in a forum, there will be certain threads that are sticky, which means that it's kind of like on a bulletin board. You stick something at the top and it stays at the top. Let's see if we can find some sticky threads here. The advantage of commenting on these threads, if they're in fact open, is that they're stuck at the top, which means that they're going to get more exposure than a normal thread that'll fall down to the bottom. So let's see here. Here's a sticky. You can see that there's some up here. I mean, some of them may not be appropriate to leave comments, and some might even just make sense. I wouldn't push too hard, but if you ever see something that is stickied and you can comment, by all means, you should, because it's going to stay at the top longer. Keep an eye out for the most popular threads too. This is also something that I like to do. I'll just kind of look in the forums and you just take a look at how many views something has gotten, or an ongoing discussion. Because look at this. I mean, this is a huge thread. Probably worth you getting into.